Good morning. 2 months ago, there was a firefight between Pakistan and India, an air battle that resulted in multiple Indian Air Force aircraft being shot down by Pakistani forces. Pakistan uses Chinese built equipment, and India was flying planes built by France. This engagement was between peer nations, Pakistan and India, and the results were so lopsided that foreign governments around the world will have no choice but to strongly consider their own strategic relationships. Which countries will they be buying weapons from? And they will increasingly choose to buy Chinese-made gear. Again, it was shocking how decisively the Pakistanis disposed of the forces that India deployed against them, and that they were able to do so at enormous cost savings compared to what Indians spend on their defenses. Countries will conclude that they can buy better equipment and for less money if they buy from Chinese companies. That means they can buy a better military for less money or build bigger and better armed forces for the same money. Another dimension to that calculus is that Chinese companies have access to the deep supply chains and the rare earth metals and magnets that Western companies do not have. China can build advanced weapons, while American and European defense contractors are waiting for China to lift export bans on the critical materials and equipment so they can build their weapons. This is all to say that governments now realize that Chinese are building advanced weapons that are proven to work in combat and for less money than Western suppliers who cannot build them at all. So for countries that are urgently hoping to upgrade and modernize their militaries, China is going to be the default choice. And so it goes here with Iran. Pakistan was flying J-10s made in China, and Iran now wants to buy them. Very soon after the American airstrikes on Iran, military officials from there got on a plane to China. The Iranians were still putting fires out, but they booked flights to Beijing so they could beat the rush and be first in line for new Chinese planes. Iran has existing contracts to buy Russian aircraft, but they're still waiting for delivery on those. The Chinese J-10s are equipped with the PL-15 missiles, which were used over India. Russia has been delayed in delivering their Su-35s, which were already under contract. What's more, the J-10 is much less expensive than the Russian plane, $40 to $60 million a piece less expensive. The PL-15 air-to-air missile is mass-produced in Chinese factories by robots. Our own arsenals for missiles are being bled dry by our military aid to Ukraine and to Israel, and meanwhile, the PL-15s are built in Chinese factories 24 hours a day in a fully automated system. China's government made all of that public, which probably implies they're open for business and taking orders from friendly countries besides Pakistan. Cost efficiency and high capacity output are key competitive advantages compared to Western defense contractors. So if these sales go through from China to Iran, they will scramble the defense landscape across the Persian Gulf. In addition to the J-10s, Iran wants Chinese AWACS equipment. The analysis here assumes that China will approve the sale of their J-10s and the AWACS, and Iranian crews are trained up to use them. On a head-to-head matchup between the J-10s and the most advanced equipment used by the IDF in the United States, Iran will not be a peer competitor. But Iran is enormous. It's almost the size of Western Europe. Iran is also a long distance from Israel, let alone the United States, and so the Iranians will likely enjoy air superiority against anything except the most expensive platforms coming from far away, especially when Chinese AWACS aircraft are integrated into Iran's air defense. Iran is strongly motivated to modernize, fast, and the Chinese aircraft would be a significant leap in air combat capability. The combination would enable defensive and offensive air operations and might shift the balance of power in the Persian Gulf. It will also deepen military, diplomatic, and economic cooperation between China and Iran. A new global arms race is underway. NATO countries, most of them, pledged to spend up to 5% of their GDP on defense. But a pledge is one thing, and it's another to budget the money, then spend it. And it's yet another to build those weapons, given that the supply chains for most of them run through China and the BRICS countries. The rest of the world, though, they'll be budgeting less money, getting more for that money, and taking delivery a lot sooner by buying from China. This is Westlake, Hangzhou. Be good.
So they see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and all your soul, and all your mind. Love your neighbor as yourself. Pray for those who hurt you. Love your enemies. Do unto others as you want others to do for you. Store up for yourself treasure in heaven. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. No man can serve two masters. You cannot serve